back it up. Watch out.
Execute.
So I got hired in the middle, right at the end of shooting, and the first thing I had to do was the raid, and they sent me to get me, they wanted me to get going as fast as possible because they were in a hurry, and they sent me all these dailies on a hard drive from Jordan where they were shooting, of dailies from the raid, and I put them on my laptop and started looking at them, and it was black. And I thought, and then occasionally there'd be a shot in night vision where I would see something, or there'd be a gunshot and I would see a flash of a soldier. And I thought, oh my God, I mean, I don't know what, this is all black. I don't know how I'm going to cut it. I can't even see it.
Khalid.
Echo 02, moving to deck 3.
It was just because I didn't realize what they were doing. I mean, what style they were going for, and what they were the reality they were trying to achieve. I mean, there was no lights on the set. There was some overhanging lights on some of it, some soft lights, but basically they wanted it to be what it was like there, pitch black, and only seeing shadows and outlines, and then that was highlighted by these night vision shots, which gave you context and gave you orientation about what was happening. So to put you right in the compound with the seals, and it was a choice. But then once I got into the editing room where I was able to black it out so dark that I literally couldn't see my hands in front of me, or the keyboard for that matter, on the Avid. And then even through all the entire post process and the color timing, Catherine actually, she wanted to make it darker, but even darker than it is in the film. And the color timer was just refused to let her. He was good for him too, because you got to be able to see something. And so I think we were able to achieve the right balance. But I was so terrified, because we were in sort of laboratory conditions and we could see everything when we finished the film. And I kept saying, well, what happens when we go into the field? What happens when we release this movie into regular theaters? Or, they don't run the projector lamps as bright as we do. I mean, we're going to be able to see anything. So we went out into Century City and rented a theater for the day and ran the film at all different light levels, and to make sure that we could still see this stuff. And thank God. I mean, I was so terrified that we were going to be like, oh, well, better start over, with the color timing, because you can't see anything once you dip below a certain level, but it held up. So we were very fortunate.
Osama!
We went to great lengths to not dramatize that, and just, in any way, because the sort of nature of it, and not make it as sort of un-Hollywood as possible, because of, including all the sound and and it was also, when they did it, they didn't know whether they had the guy. I mean, they didn't know. I mean, it was so confusing, and it was sort of the idea that it was just sort of goes by, that it doesn't become this gigantic moment. I mean, it does by virtue of the fact of what it is, and not because we did anything to it. So we just kept, there was, lots of different versions I could have done of that scene that would have really, including music and slowing things down, or doing things that were very sort of, Hollywoody, Hollywood-like. And it was, we just stayed out of the way of it all, and including, like I said, no music. You cut scenes like that with actors like that, it's, it's just a gift. Part of me being good is, or a lot of me being good is the performances that I get.
This is Red 02. Geronimo. Forgotten country. Geronimo.